scholarship of RMIT University in Vietnam, and it's an international university, so it requires IELTS. So I want to achieve as high as it could be to facilitate my application.
I study IELTS and take the IELTS test because I want to go study abroad, and because that is my dream since I was very young. But my family is not very not financially strong, so I need to get a scholarship to go abroad to study, or else I would have to study university in Vietnam. So I tried my best and I took the IELTS test.
Well, obviously nowadays we all need a certificate to show proficiency in English. So, and IELTS is one of the most well-known one and most widely used one. So obviously I need to use my IELTS certificate for college application and of course for job application too.
So the biggest achievement right after I got a 7.5 of IELTS is that I successfully applied for the scholarship of RMIT, and I was one of 2 students who got full scholarship of RMIT last year, and it was a very honored achievement for me. Because of that, I was very confident in enrolling myself in the professional communication major in RMIT, and I am very happy about that choice until now.
After I get the IELTS certificate, my life changed a lot. First of all, I feel more confident when talking to foreigners. Because I'm not studying English currently, I'm studying Japanese, but so I find it a little bit awkward when I have to talk to people speaking English, like England and American. But since I got 8.0 in IELTS, I find it easier and more comfortable. The second thing that changed is that I feel that I have more opportunities to study abroad because many schools all over the world are now asking for IELTS certificates, so there are more open doors for me.
Well, to say the least, it was much more convenient. And of course, I'm not going to say that there are drastic changes after I got my IELTS, but people looked at me at a different way when they knew about my IELTS. Many of them show admiration, which I was not used to before. But of course, my academic life was much more convenient. I did not have to hesitate when I applied for any activity or any school or any courses, because I already have all the requirements fulfilled. So I could concentrate my energy and focus on other activities and other goals that I have set out to myself.
One of my secrets to study English is that reading English books. I love books, both in Vietnamese and English, because it brings me not only feelings but knowledge and other things that I can never think of myself. Reading books in English can helped me a lot because I can learn from the writer's style of writing and the way they use the different words to express the same idea. Their writing styles are very creative and very native, so I can learn a lot from English books. What is more is that English books are about lives of people from European countries, African, Australia, America, everywhere in the world. So I can know more about the culture here and there without having to go to that specific place. So I really think that reading books written in English really help me and other people a lot in improving their English skills. My all-time favorite series of books written in English is The Shopaholic by Sophie Kinsella. She is an English writer. She is a single mother, so that's why I admire her a lot, because being a mother is already really hard, but being a single mother is like double hard. So she needs to try a lot in her life. But her writing is always colorful and imaginative and active. It's like when I read her book, I got away with her writing, so I was really into the book and I love every single details of that book. I kept rereading it like 100 times now. I love that book. You all should try it, really.
From my experience, using just your textbooks is not enough. You need to go out there, you need to communicate with it, you have to interact, you just have to be active, find a lot of information online. Now YouTube, there are a lot of media for them to improve their English proficiency. They can understand a lot of things, they can know a lot of background knowledge, collocations, phrasal verbs, expressions, those that are not included in the books. Those that are not capable of learning when they are restricted in the classroom with people who are not proficient in English, just as they are. Like me, I watch a lot of YouTube videos, good use of my time. I watch a lot of news and read a lot of newspapers and magazines, even tabloids. Even though the news there are not really informative, but I get to know a lot of expressions, a lot of slangs, new words, and I can understand the culture, which is a great benefit when you are trying to understand people and communicate in this language.
The best memory I got from when studying IELTS in GLN is at the time when I was still studying pre-IELTS. Back then, my teacher was Mr. Jonathan. He is a very warm teacher and he cares a lot about his student. After a lesson, I stayed in GLN before going back to my school, and I just stood there and looked at the picture of people who got high scores in IELTS. Like I remember one of them were a guy named Fan Lee Chang Hyo. He got 8.5. I was like, how can they get such a high score? Like, I don't think they're even human, you know. They're like some kind of people not in this world anymore. I admire them a lot, and I never ever think that I can get anywhere near that score. Mr. Jonathan came to me and told me that, I don't know why, but he just suddenly told me that someday you will be there, your name will be written there, Nguyễn Thị Như Quỳnh 8.0, and I was like, nah, I'm never gonna get there. Like it's a dream of a lifetime, you know, and I don't think that it is easy. But now when I have achieved my dream, which is a little bit higher than my aim, I feel really, really relieved and happy. And I just keep remember what Mr. Jonathan said to me, and I realized that really nothing is impossible. You can at the time you may think that you cannot get there, but if you keep working hard, then you don't know where your ability can get you. So try your best.
I mean, there are a lot of memories here. There are a lot of fun ones, both academically and outside of the classroom too. I mean, the teachers are great. I love My teachers, they are very lovable, they are very knowledgeable. I learned a lot from them. Also, I love the atmosphere. It's very dynamic. I got to meet a lot of people, meet new friends, meet people from all walks of life who I can share a lot of information and learn a lot from them. But if I have to choose one memory that stands out, I would say that it's every break time when we have some snacks with my friends, my peers, and chat with my teacher. That is a very good time because I got to know more about my teachers, know more about my friends, and communicate, get outside of the classroom, not having to worry about principals or work or everything like that. Just a few people chatting with each other. That's the best thing about being here.
You have to dream big and work hard, and you have to set a high target for you, and you have to thrive yourself into the competition and to challenge yourself with difficulties. And you never know how far you could go and what your border will be.
To other people out there who are trying to get a good IELTS score, the only thing you need to know is not to stress out. Like, you need to feel like it is something you need to do, but don't be too serious about it, because when you're comfortable, you will do the test a lot better. My favorite quote is "Nothing is impossible," which in my case and IELTS taker case means that you do not limit yourself. Dream higher. Do not think that with your ability you can only get a 7.5 or a 7. Think that you can get maybe an 8 or an 8.5, and just set your goals that high so that when you take the test, you will try harder, and then you will surprise yourself with what you get.
So anyone of you who is thinking of getting an IELTS score, I have just one thing to say. Please know yourself, be at a good level, but aim for the excellence.
We got there. Will you be the next?